I went from a structural engineer making $75,000 to a business development manager earning over $200,000 annually. I've generated over 400% growth in new business and closed deals that resulted in $20,000 commission checks on a single project. Most business development managers in the AEC industry are grinding it out, they're missing quota, and stuck wondering what to do day to day, while the top 1% are quietly stacking $200,000, $250,000 with massive commission checks. And here's the secret. It's not because those top performers are smarter than you or more charismatic than you. It's because they focus on revenue generating activities while everyone else is busy doing things that just don't matter. So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact activities you need to focus on every single day to build a six-figure career in AEC sales. Top performers focus on revenue generating activities, aka RGAs, a minimum of 4 to 5 hours per day. So what are RGAs? There are two core functions within the BD role, and the only two that will truly impact your career and bank account. Prospecting, which is creating opportunities, and sales, which is closing opportunities. Within these two functions, there are specific revenue generating activities you should be focusing on every single day. Let me walk you through each of these, starting with prospecting side. Because if you can't create opportunities, you'll never have anything to close. Once you've identified your ideal customer profile, your ICP, and built your list of target accounts and people, you want to focus on RGA number 1, developing a point of view, aka POV. If you haven't yet built out your list, you'll want to check out my previous video. So what's a POV? It's a game-changing tool for standing out in AEC business development and sales. A POV is your personalized, educated view on how the prospect can address their most important business goal or overcome a key risk. It's based on your research and early conversations. It's not a pitch. It connects what you know about your prospect's business with a link on how your offering creates value. Here's what makes a good POV. You're taking their goals and linking how your product or service helps them reach their goals or hit the metrics they're being measured on. Are they trying to increase profitability, market share, speed, quality? Here's how you create a POV. Number 1, research their world. I use LinkedIn, company reports, and AI tools to understand their current initiatives. What projects are they chasing? What risk are they managing? What goals did they or their company mention publicly? Next, you want to form a hypothesis. I connect what I learned to what I know my solution can do. I'm making an educated business case for where we can create value. 3, validating through discovery. In the meeting, I ask situational questions. Walk me through how you're handling specific challenge right now. Their answers help me confirm or refine my POV on the spot. Number 4, open your meetings with the POV. I respect their time by leading with relevance. Here's why I asked for this meeting, and then I dive into the POV. It's said over and over that you need to be a problem solver. RGA number 2 is outreach. Who cares about developing a POV if you keep it to yourself? You need to communicate that POV through email, phone, LinkedIn, and/or direct mail. You're using all of them because it's common that the first touch point evokes an immediate response. It takes multiple touch points. As I'm sure you're aware, decision makers are busy. They're where they are because they focus relentlessly on what drives impacts in their roles. And if they took meetings with everyone, they wouldn't be where they are today. This is why you need a multi-channel approach along with persistence and patience. Here's how I like to think about outreach. You want to lead with value, not with asks. When your outreach keeps the focus on the pains and problems of the prospect, it shows, number 1, you understand their world. Number 2, you can teach them something new or solve a problem. This is just one of the many ways you can add value. Number 3, you've made it about them and not you. The goal is not to book the meeting on the first touch point, but to build trust with the prospect to earn their time. Where most reps make the mistake is they pitch a meeting when they don't even know who you are. This is similar to pitching a blind date. You're asking someone to spend time with you who hasn't even seen your profile photo. To move the prospect up the trust ladder, you want to focus on them and how you believe you can help them. This allows you to earn the right to meet with them and refine the value and outcome you can help them capture. Real quick, if this is making sense, the value engineering system will show you exactly how to implement all of this and start closing deals with confidence. Click the link, book a call. I've got limited spots this week. Here's the third RGA. There are majors and minors during your week. One of the major things you can do every week is being in the presence of your customer. This means through any medium where you can have a two-way conversation with your prospect or customer. This is gonna be through the phone, networking event, in their office, on a job site, anywhere where you can have that two-way conversation. Email is not being in the presence of your customer. That's just staying top of mind. Being in the present means you can have a live conversation. The reason this matters is this is where you actually build trust, uncover problems, and move deals forward, as well as the relationship. Here's how I like to approach my conversation. You want to keep it focused on them. After I made some small talk and asked them how their week is going, I like to open them with, what are you currently focused on? This lets me enter the conversation going on in their mind. If appropriate, I can dive into situation-based questioning, such as, how are you currently handling rework on your jobs? And the reason I bring this up is I once had a meeting with AECom, and I went into the meeting asking, I'd like to learn more ways I can work with you. That question went nowhere, and I let the GC box me in into what he believed we did. In the same meeting, I smartened up and I was able to ask a situation-based question, and I said, walk me through the process when a construction error occurs on your jobs. The power in these questions is that it opens up the conversation. It moves you away from an interview-style questions that have no flow. It allows you to get into a natural conversation where you can uncover a potential problem. Being in the presence of your prospect is where you build trust and uncover real problems. But if you stop there, you're leaving money on the table. The fourth RGA is the follow-up. Before leaving any meeting, you want to set clear, actionable next steps in terms of follow-up. This will allow you to get buy-in from the prospect or customer to follow up so you can avoid that feeling of being annoying and are essentially invited to follow up. Next, after meetings or calls, you want to send a recap. Why? It's another touch point to stay top of mind. Nurturing your prospects and clients is key to building goodwill. The goal is to deliver value with each touch point, such as case studies, industry news, or upcoming conferences. If you made it this far, you're one of the elite performers who's mastering their craft. RGA number 5 is advancing deals. Your goal in advancing projects is guiding the prospect to the next step in your sales process, not theirs. In order to advance a deal and move it from the initial stages, you want to qualify the deal by asking 5 main questions to see if it's a real opportunity. What you're looking to uncover is, number 1, what's the business case here? Number 2, what are the customer's financials? Number 3, what's the compelling event to move forward? Number 4, what are the alternatives? And 5, what's the decision-making process? If the project meets your criteria, come and propose a job wall. This is an RGA because it's going to get you face time with the client. A lot of time is spent prospecting, trying to get meetings, but a live project is one of the best ways to actually get meetings booked. This is one of the best places to get into deep discovery on priorities and the decision-making process of either the client, prospect, or for the project, as well as getting plugged into other people within the organization. On the job site, you want to dig deep into the priorities because everyone is going to say that the cost is important. But when you dig deep, you found out they messed up, it's rework, it's on critical path, the schedule is getting blown, and there are all these issues, and that's why they gave you the call. Once you have all that information, you want to go back to your internal team and work on the strategy to win. One thing that helps determine whether we move forward with bidding a project is the acronym TRAP. That stands for technology, relationship, and procurement. We want to have at least one of these things going into the project that will help give us an advantage in winning the bid. Technology is, do we have technology or a system that gives us an edge? Second one is, do we have a relationship with this prospect where we feel confident we can negotiate the work? Lastly, how is the project being procured? Is it bid build work or is this negotiated work? These are the 5 revenue generating activities. As I mentioned, top performers are spending 4 to 5 hours a day on RGAs. If you focus on process, the results will show up. And that's how you create an events pipeline to hit quota every year. But here's where most people get it wrong. They try to figure this out on their own. They waste months or years slowly learning what I can teach them in 12 weeks. And they leave hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table in the process. That's why I created the Value Engineering System. It's a complete framework designed specifically for technical professionals in the AEC industry who want to dominate in business development and build real wealth. If you're ready to stop struggling and start closing bigger deals with more confidence, click the link in the description to book a free strategy session with me. We'll create a game plan so you know exactly what to do to start dominating your BD role and build those commission checks. Worst case scenario, you walk away with a clear roadmap of what you need to do to transform your BD career.